Perfect. The wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots, so we'll be taking off from runway 16. Okay, let me taxi to the runway. Alright, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed. We will be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming, I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere. Good. Ready for takeoff? Apply full power to get us moving. You handle the yoke and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff. We have reached 55 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off. Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing. We are 300 feet above the ground. I will retract the flaps. You keep climbing. Okay, turn left again, we are almost there. Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn. Remember, we need to climb to 1,500 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern. There we are. 1,500 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around, see our airport? I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they? Let's fly over it. Fantastic. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view. Well done, I believe you have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
I'm glad that we flew together today. This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey if you want to embark on it. Let's catch up at our headquarters. You seemed comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time. There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look. Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license. All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it. In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode. The cursor is handy for interacting with menus and cockpit controls or instruments. As you can see, activating the cursor also displays the toolbar at the top of the screen. The toolbar is a quick access menu that allows you to control various aspects of the simulation. Try to find and open the controls panel. The controls panel is a useful reminder of the button layout for the devices you're currently using. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar. The camera panel allows you to access the various views and camera modes of the simulation. Go ahead and close all the panels for now. In front of you is the yoke, the primary means of controlling the aircraft. In the simulation, you will be controlling the aircraft with your peripherals of choice. So, let's hide the yoke for now. Alright, as we've seen, when you want to look around you, it's easy to rotate the camera. But you can also move it freely in a cockpit to get a better view of anything you want to see. Even through a window to look outside. Now, reset the camera to its original position. All right, that covers all the main camera functions available in the simulation. Try to familiarize yourself with them a bit more, then reset the camera to its original position whenever you're done. Great. Let's get you familiar with the aircraft, a Cessna 172, and a few commands to navigate it through the skies. In front of you is the yoke. The yoke is like a steering wheel, more or less. Turn it left or right to control the ailerons and bank the aircraft into turns. Look at the trailing edge of the wings while turning the yoke to see the effect on the ailerons. Okay. Now, the difference between the yoke and a steering wheel is you can pull or push on the yoke. This controls the elevator at the back of the aircraft to make it climb or descend. Look at the horizontal stabilizer while you pull on the yoke. You can see how it affects the elevator. Nice. Down at your feet are the rudder pedals. They steer the aircraft when you're on the ground. The upper part of the pedals also control your brakes. In the air, they control the rudder at the end of the vertical stabilizer to yaw the aircraft. This is mostly for small corrections. For coordinating turns or compensating for a plane's tendency to pull left during takeoffs and climbs. Look at the vertical tail while operating the pedals to see the effect on the rudder. Great. Last but not least, the throttle is located near the center of the cockpit. Pushing forward will increase power. Pulling back will decrease power. First, look at the throttle and select it. Keep it selected and push it forward to increase power. Power is increased. Now pull it back to decrease power. Power is decreased. Now we'll do the same without focusing on it. Deselect the throttle. Look away from the throttle and increase power. Set your throttle to idle. Excellent. When the engine is on, you'll be able to see the power change on your RPM indicator. You will find it on your PFD screen in the top left corner. This tells you how fast the engine is spinning in hundreds of revolutions per minute. Next, take a look at your current speed on the airspeed indicator. It's on the left on your PFD screen.
It's time. Your first ever check ride. Start by removing the covers and chocks, then join me inside. Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds. Rely on what you have learned in your trainings, and you'll be fine. Now, show me the best traffic pattern that you've got.
Macedonia Ground Cessna Sierra X-Ray, Sierra Romeo X-Ray with Papa request taxi for takeoff north departure.
Cessna Sierra X-Ray, Sierra Romeo X-Ray taxi to and hold short of runway 16 using taxiway Charlie Alpha. Contact tower on 118.055 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 via taxiway Charlie Alpha Cessna Sierra Romeo X-Ray.
Cessna Sierra X-ray. Sierra Romeo X-ray QNH 101 tree departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray.
Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray continue for north departure.
Macedonia Tower Cessna Sierra X-ray. Sierra Romeo X-ray continue for north departure. Macedonia Tower Cessna Sierra X-ray. Sierra Romeo X-ray 1,300 feet to land.
Cessna Sierra X-ray. Sierra Romeo X-ray Macedonia Tower. QNH 101 tree. Make right, downwind runway 16.
Make right, traffic runway 16 Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray.
Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray, wind calm cleared to land runway 16.
Cleared to land runway 16 Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray.
exit runway when able. Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray exit runway when able. Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray contact.
121.705 for Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray. Macedonia Ground Cessna Sierra X-ray. Sierra Romeo X-ray taxi to parking.
Cessna Sierra X-ray. Sierra Romeo X-ray taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Bravo Charlie Cessna Sierra Romeo X-ray.
Great job. There's always room for improvement, right?
Congratulations on passing your PPL exam. Hopefully that's the first of many steps on your career path. Your PPL allows you to fly recreationally and begin to build up your flight hours. First flight missions are a great way to increase your experience. Let's go back to headquarters and review the specializations board to learn more. As you can see, the career journey of a pilot can take many different paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the first step, allowing you to fly recreationally and perform first flight missions, taking people on tours around the local area. As you build up your flight hours and earn more certifications, other specializations will become available. Take a look around, then when you're ready, head to the missions list to see what's available. On this map, you can see all the missions currently available to you. There's one mission currently available. Select it.